Flapping your gums with Vinny and Hessey. Yeah!
All right. What's up, y'all? We are back. Flapping your gums. This is Vinny sitting right next to me. I don't got a point now because we are in person. We got the Terminator sitting over here. He'll probably lose them glasses here shortly. It's just due to the sun is kind of set. So hopefully once that happens, you'll see the mountains behind us. So we are outside. We are at the old stomping grounds here. We're at the farm.
We're at the old homestead.
The old homestead, bro. So opening it up, we just got done hunting. That's why I'm here. And so that's why we're here on the farm. And that's we're in Utah. We went elk hunting. Come to find out, when you can buy a tag over the counter, because we did spike hunting, there's a shit pot of people that do the same thing.
I think I would call it camping. We went camping and hiking.
We hiked our bags off, for sure.
I mean, they call it hunting for a reason. They don't call it killing.
True.
100%.
I mean, we had a good, so how it kind of worked out is I drove in two nights ago, got off work and then just mobbed to here. So then because Vinny had a tag, and then we decided, we loaded everything up and then headed up the mountain that night. So this would be Friday night. And I think we got up there, and then I would say we probably got packed up or unpacked and set up, and 1:30 at night we were going to bed.
Yeah, 1:30 to 2 o'clock. Yeah, we were hitting the sack because we decided we were going to get about 3 hours.
Yeah, that was super cool. I think my whoop said I got like 2 hours and some change. Yeah, it just pounded me. But we did have some action. So we took a buddy. Well, Cannon, your son, went with us, and then we took one of his friends, which I found that out once we got there.
Yeah, that was kind of a last-minute deal. It started on Friday. He asked if he could go with it. I said, well, I mean, I don't see a problem. We got the 4-seater Razor, so we got enough people, whatnot. So we just threw everything, all his stuff in with us and hauled him up there.
Yeah, and it worked out great.
He was a good spotter. He did really well. He did wake.
Yeah, he did do good. Can't change that. We gotta watch the one that goes. See how mine goes all the way up?
Yeah.
So you gotta get yours to do that. So hopefully the audio on this works out, because this is makeshift when we're out here in the backyard, I guess you could say, with all the acreage behind us, and you'll see that mountain be popping here soon. But yeah, so we went up there. We did a lot of hiking. We hiked them boys, dude. We put them through the ringer. But it's not like, so like for me, like Nevada stuff is not so grown up, I should say. Overgrown, yeah. Like the terrain and stuff is plenty steep and treacherous and stuff like that. You know, like big mountains when you're going up that stuff. But man, this stuff we were having to because then we got up at 5 the next morning, so we slept for a couple 2-3 hours.
Right. We slept. We had an alarm set. We kind of knew what time sunrise was for. You have to have like a half hour before.
All right, ladies and gents, here we are, day 2, early morning. Been sitting here since dark. Hiked in. Most hiking I've done in my life. Got Vinny locked and loaded. Got the boys up there. About to get shooting light. Here we go.
You have to have like a half hour before sunrise, shooting light, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we had to get up and
ass early is what he's saying.
Early, but we weren't planning on getting up that early until those guys showed up on the Razors, and we're like, well, we better go.
Yeah, so I woke up and I could hear, I heard a Razor running, and I was like, what in the world? But the camp in front of us, there was a camp when we drove in. We'd already set the trailer up the week before. Well, Vinny did. And there was only one camper, so that was cool. But then, dude, this is so that people can understand. There's so many damn people that it looks like RV park on the way up. There were so many trailers in that camp. There was like 12 trailers or something.
In
9
that
to 12. One camp. So there's just people everywhere. And these dudes just roll up. I have a picture, and I'm going to be posting this stuff on YouTube. So the podcast listeners and stuff, jump over to YouTube, and you'll be able to kind of see how that stuff looks. But they just drive right up. I mean, they were like 25 yards from our rig.
Yeah,
20 yards. The hunters in the morning, dark. They just jump out, and they just head off the mountain where we're already camped. And then as we're getting ready, here comes another rig to the other side of us. And that dude just rolls off down. So we ended up doing it. We hiked down there in the dark, which a lot of hunters that are listening and stuff like that already know. But the ones that don't, you go in the dark and then you set up and sit. Right? And then wait for, like you said, shooting light. And then when that happens, you can see it. But, I mean, you're coming around. We're sitting there for 45 minutes, and it's starting to get light. And then all of a sudden you look over, and there's 4 hunters rolling up over the knoll that you're looking at, you know, the crest over there. So they pushed some out, and we did get to see a few.
Yeah, on that first morning.
We got some cow elk moving down through towards us. Or this is spike hunt, so we're looking for some spike coming out of this little herd right here. Wish us luck. Oh, they're looking.
You?
Yeah, on that first morning it was 5 cow elk, by the way. And then we saw that 2-point, but we couldn't tell if it was a 2x1, which is legal to shoot a spike elk if you have a 2x1. And he kind of ghosted us. And then we're just checking out this one side, and then all of a sudden to our left, what was it, 9:30 in the morning? We both kind of saw it at the same time. And
the two of them, yeah.
It was a regular spike. I only saw the one though.
So when I saw a pair coming in through the trees. And then I spotted those and was like, hey, there's some right there. Then I lost them. And then you saw a spike. And then
it was just gone.
He ghosted. I think they just set in. They hunkered down. Because you got to think, this is like, they've been living life, you know, just carrying on like nothing to it. And then all of a sudden there's
people going
dude, and it's just, there's so many people. It's crazy.
So then he comes out in that little clearing. And just as I saw him come out, then all of a sudden it's like...
Try that.
I was.
So you just have to talk louder.
So then when he came out to the clearing, I saw him, and he was just walking straight across. It was maybe a 10-foot clearing. And he goes across there like that, and he goes behind this tree and over the edge, and he was just gone. Like there was... I don't know. There wasn't really much time to get a shot on him, and he was on the top of this ridge, and it was like, if I missed, that bullet's sailing. So
yeah. So safety wise, when you're sitting up on a skyline and you don't know what's behind them, most likely people, because there's about 100 of them up there hunting.
Yeah.
You send that bullet, and we had a big boy rifle. You send that thing, and it's going to end up in somebody's camp across the valley. Yeah. So besides that, so we lost that one, but. We did. I mean, we saw a bunch of cow elk come in. We saw those after we'd already hiked a couple miles of some treacherous hiking, it was gnarly. Super fun, gorgeous. It's God's country for sure. The people definitely got me going. Like I did not expect to be that many people.
Just like I told you last year when I went up on Fish Lake and that mountain, it was double what you saw.
Yeah, that's insane.
Double.
That's insane.
I mean, that one camp that we saw those, 9, 10 trailers at, there were multiple trailers that were doing that on the Fish Lake. I mean, everybody just goes up there.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was, so what happens is that then it's basically just a free-for-all the first day. I mean, there was gunshots going off all over the place. So they just get massacred. I don't even say massacred. They get shot up. Or they get shot at, so they're very well educated for sure coming into the evening the next day.
And then we did realize today, while we were sitting there this morning, trying to do it again, that I think you also do a cow tag. So you can shoot a cow, elk, or a spike.
Yeah.
It started right now. So some of those shots
so some people,
yesterday could have just been cows.
Yeah. There was elk getting shot for sure, and then it's just like it's got to be just like for them. They're like, what the, they've been carrying on normal for the whole year,
right?
And then now all of a sudden, everybody and their dogs out on them. just blast them out. But it was great, man. I mean, Vinny had the trip there. We had great food. The boys did great. You know, we got to sit up there in glass, peaceful. You know, it's just, you're in God's country, and it's just something you can, you know, we appreciate. And I especially appreciate. I love being up there. It's just quiet and peaceful. But we definitely had to do some hiking to get to those areas. And there's so many people that on some of it, we hike all the way down and roll up over a ridge to go to and you're going to set up right there. And the dude turns his headlamp on, and you're like, oh, cool. There's a hunter. Let's now that we hiked our asses off all the way down here, let's just turn around and go find somewhere else.
5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, dark 30. Yeah. So it was cool, and so that's why we're here, and this is what we're doing. So moving on, I have to say we didn't get an elk.
We did not get
an elk. We saw an awesome coyote that was super white, and I'll post the picture on that too. And I think I got a video, but the picture is really cool. He looks just like a solid white rock, dude. I mean, he was big too. So it was evening. It was nighttime. The shooting light was done. Like no time. You couldn't be hunting, which is not a bad thing, because if we would have dumped a elk at, I don't know what time it was, 6:30 at night, we'd have been there till 11 o'clock, midnight, trying to pack this thing out, because you were down in some country.
Yeah.
So it takes you, I'd say, an hour, 40 minutes to get down where we were at. I think
it would have taken us 40 minutes to get to where we actually shot that coyote. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would have taken us 2 hours after we had quartered it out to haul it out, because it's down in the motherland.
It would have been rough, but
yeah, would have been awesome.
The coyote just came. We're just sitting there watching this little spring, and some cows were heading towards the spring, so we were watching those cows, and you're like, hey, there's a coyote, and he just ran right through this little, I mean, it wasn't like a lot of water. I mean, obviously they could get drinks out of it and whatnot, but he just come right there, and he's looking. He watched those cows come, he turned and walked away. I almost pinched him then, but you were like, no, don't pinch him now.
Well, we still had some light, and we were hunting elk, not coyote.
We had a little light.
Yeah. Well, we still, you sent it and didn't hit it.
We were over it.
But it was like 700 yards out there.
We were trying to figure out the meal
dots
on the scope.
Yeah.
We weren't sure, and I totally went way too far, even off of what we guessed. Even when we said it.
I think Vinny shot like 9 feet over his head.
I was like 9 feet above it. I said, you see the dirt? He goes, no. What'd you shoot? And I went, 3 mil dots. And he goes, well, that's why I didn't see it. He shot 9 feet over his head.
You shot the aspen above him.
Oh, but
when he turned around, though, he was big and he was white. So that was cool.
You'll see that on YouTube also.
Yeah, I'm going to post that stuff on there. I got some videos. I took some cool pictures of the land. Just kind of us walking through. I kind of narrated some stuff for us, too, so that'll be pretty cool.
Go elk hunting, they say.
What?
It'll be fun.
What's up, buddy?
Go elk hunting, they say.
Boys and girls. Now listen, I'm dying.
Yeah. Go elk hunting, they say. It'll be fun.
Yeah, go elk. Yeah.
So you hike your bag off.
CrossFit helps, yeah. Fuck that.
At I think we're at 9,200 feet.
Skipping leg day.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that this week.
I think we're at like 9,400 feet or something, 92, 94. But hey, we're gonna bring the you listeners along to God's country, and here it is.
There you go. Oh, there's a road right there.
Some stuff for us too, so that'll be pretty cool. And then we were talking about, that kind of rolls us into the athletic brew we were talking about last week on the last episode. So that's what we got. This I busted it out.
Athletic Brew Company.
Athletic Brewing Co. So yeah, that's what we were talking about. Pretty good stuff, but it's not like what we were talking about. It doesn't have protein and electrolytes and all that stuff. But I don't know. Maybe we should come up with that.
Maybe that'd be good.
Get a patent on it or something.
Get a protein electrolyte.
I don't know how you, dude. I think that would just taste like booty.
Well, I mean, it's beer, so.
Yeah, but you can imagine mixing like hops and stuff, or like brew, like, I mean, I'm sure it still got like wheat. And
dude, they can mix anything.
But you put protein in, it's all just chunky.
You can figure it out.
Yeah.
It'd be all right. I did realize Like I hauled that trailer up there on Saturday, a week ago. And then I'm trying to get everything all set up, ready to go. We packed it all up, and I was ready for you, almost ready for you when you got here on Friday night after work. And we get up there, and we're cooking on the Blackstone and stuff like that. I'm thinking, I am not a camper. I have nothing for camping.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cooking stuff, and I'm like, oh, I got to put this in something. We had no bowls. I had nothing. So I wish I would have had, some bowls or something like that. But anyway.
Yeah,
I know for next time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like...
Yeah, gotta have me...
Your first time really, like, doing a full-on weekend camping, right? I mean, I feel like... Like loading everything up and cooking supplies.
Oh, yeah,
and
it's been a long time since I've actually had to go camping,
So, yeah, I mean, it was your first time camping. Like, I mean, legitimately. I mean, there was 4 of us.
I've camped in the past years and years ago, but I don't have anything for camping. So, yeah, I realized right now I was very unprepared for camping, 100%.
Oh, well, dude.
We made it.
Yeah.
We made it through. But,
for sure.
But, yeah, it was rough for me. I'm a good host. I like to be a good host, and when I don't have all the stuff I want and I don't get all the stuff, like I just want everybody that, it was my deal. Like I had to get everything ready, and I wanted everybody to be happy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my gosh. So I got like some paper plates. If we would have had breakfast today, I think we would have ran out of paper plates.
For sure.
Because it was like, oh, I cooked these vegetables Saturday night. It's like I got to put them on something. So keeping them on the skillet, trying to get them on plates.
I think right there.
I can hear myself very well.
I know. I'm just watching that.
Okay.
Perfect. Dude, you did great. But yeah, if we definitely would have ran out. We had utensils. We could have just reused the plates.
Dude, those plates were terrible, dude. They were eco-friendly plates. I think they were recycled plates. I don't know if they were going to be able to get reused or not.
Yeah, I don't.
It was getting rough.
And then, dude, the bees were nuts, dude. They were going crazy.
What do you call those?
I call them sugar bees.
Is it you?
That's what I call them.
I got bit by one of those damn things today.
You tried to squish
I
you.
tried to ninja him. Catch it, squeeze it.
He's way faster than you.
He was way faster than me. My finger still hurts.
Oh, yeah. So, and then we get back. We didn't have service at all. So I get back. My phone's just blowing up, and I go on to check my, we're just moving on. I go into my NFL picks, dude, my pick'ems.
Yeah.
I totally suck.
And that's for your fantasy, right?
The worst.
Or is it considered a fantasy league?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, we pay for it. We put money in the pot and then do the picks.
So you didn't win this weekend?
Dude, blowing it.
You went from first to last?
Yeah, for sure. Blowing it, dude. It's like, I think I have 2 right. It was a weird week, dude. Good thing I was out of town and I didn't go bet.
Right.
Because I would have lost my booty.
Well, that's a good thing.
So, yeah.
And you still lost your booty.
Yeah, for sure. I think the funny thing is, I think first place right now is 5.
Well,
what I meant
by you lost this weekend anyways, you drove all the way here, we didn't get an elk, and then now you're going to be driving home tomorrow.
I know, I felt like instead of doing the podcast, we should have just drove up there and
Monroe.
Just found a road elk.
How often do you see a road spike elk?
Well, up on Monroe, we used to do it all the time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we
that was
killed the
20
daylight.
years ago.
Whatever. I saw him.
Been there, done that.
All right, so I got some notes I did here. So the first one is like, let's skip that one. Oh, Lee and Tori, shout out. What's up? Dude, guess where they went? Here we are up on a mountain, which is, I think, just as glorious as where they were at. But
doubt it.
We just had to hike a little more to get to it.
Yeah.
They probably just walked out on the sand and saw it.
Yeah.
I feel like I was going to say that there was probably less people where we were at, but I feel like now after the hunt, that's probably not true. When there were so many damn people up there. They went to Bora Bora.
Bora Bora.
You know where that's at?
I don't.
Yeah, I know. I didn't either. I had to look it up. I had to do some studying for the podcast. So it's like west
Gotcha.
So, yeah, you have to look it up. It's way down there.
All right, Bora Bora.
Bora.
That's my next Google.
So we might have that pop up on our list of different nations and countries and all that stuff.
Oh, good. We get a listener in Bora Bora. Sweet.
That'd be cool. So, yeah. So I was just gonna do a shout. So then, dude, I had a deal. What? I can't remember what brought this up, so I put it in my notes too. So what is? When is it a good time to get rid of clothes? Like I want to hear that. Like people, I want to hear from you, but I also want to hear what our listeners like. Email me and stuff. Like let me know what. When is, you know what I mean? Like when your clothes are wore out, underwear, for sure.
Underwear, socks, yeah, those are just...
Socks are easy to do, dude. Like they get a hole in it and you're like, oh, those ones go.
Right.
But underwear, I feel like, what's up with underwear? Like I'll wear some holy ass underwear.
I mean, I'll wear them if I have to, but it's just comfortable because once your underwear that far along, if they have holes in the waistband's not holding, all that stuff's just, you might as well just get new ones, but...
Yeah, but they're super comfortable.
But the problem with the whole, it's because nobody sees it. It's under your clothes. You're the only one that knows.
I know that they're super comfortable.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. So when is it?
Conditioning.
Yeah, when is it? When is it time?
There's a lot of different times. Out of style. Like if you come to Sevier County, you probably can get some really nice American Fighter T-shirts for $30, you know. But you go to California or any other state in the United States, any state, you can probably get American Fighter shirts for $5.
I don't know that we have them anymore.
I'm pretty sure they're somewhere.
I've been to some stores and I'm pretty sure I have not seen American Fighter shirts.
Yeah, you can still get them here in Richfield.
I see people wearing them.
Full price.
Yeah, we don't even discount them here.
They're they get them on when they go down to those closed, they go down to the, what is it? It's a closed show. I know there's a clothing store in Manti. There's one in Richfield. They go to these shows in Vegas every year and make their orders for the year. And they're trying to get these shirts, and they get shirts they'll go buy them. And I've heard that it's a 2-year model, last year's model, whatever like that. So they're trying to get, good discounts and whatnot. But, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of it out there that does that too. But yeah, I know there's American Fighter shirts. They're still $30 at the stores.
I feel like that and bedazzled jeans.
No, you can still get those.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. The American Fighter shirts and then those like with the embroidered stuff and on the back. Like,
yeah,
that's cool. I mean, I like them. But I was saying like
I outgrow them.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah, there's that. So that's my point. Like one of those like that's easy to know. But I mean like with my underwear, I feel like, dude, even with the elastic is kind of stretchy and it just fits better and all. I mean, as long as like, I figure once like the hole and my wiener's fighting to get out, I guess if my wiener gets out, it's time to get rid of them.
Right.
So maybe that's where that fine line is.
Yeah.
If it's battling it and once in a while it sneaks out, yeah, they're getting close. But if it's just getting out the gates, like probably got to check them.
Yeah. That would be
so I wonder, like with females, then like when do they know to get rid of theirs?
I don't know.
Because hopefully nothing's flopping out or sneaking out on them. And if they're wearing thongs, I can understand like booty short ones because they're going to have holes and stuff like that. And then they probably do them like guys, I imagine. Like if they have holes and they're still comfortable and they stay where they need to stay, then cool. But I really want to know, when do you know if a thong it's time to get rid of it?
I don't have any idea. I think ladies like to buy a lot of underwear, and
so they never wear them out.
They just don't wear them out.
They just cycle through them. They're like, oh no, I got 72 pair of underwear. I didn't wear these pair of underwear but 2.5 months ago.
Right. I think they do better on there. They do better on rotating that because it's for them style.
Yeah, and you realize too,
it's last year's model,
and theirs cost way more. Dude, imagine how much money and panties are sitting in a drawer.
Yeah.
You can buy like Fruit of Loom ones or whatever people buy. It's like, what's a 3-pack of Fruit of Loom cost?
I don't know, $19.
Oh, what's going on? I thought it'd be like 13.
I don't know. Emily buys my underwear. I don't buy them.
I like Jockey, and then I just started getting into this new one. It's Bamboo cool. Ever heard of those?
No.
They're amazing. It's like you're not even wearing them.
Great. So why wear them?
Because you still are wearing them.
Okay.
Yeah. You should probably look into it for that sweaty, swampy stuff that goes on, like this morning that was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thermal in the morning.
Vinny had a lot of thermal, and it was hot hiking, and
back.
when he shat himself, it got soupy quick. Well, speaking of that, dude, when we came into I haven't showered for like 3 days. It's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I left a ring in my tub.
Yeah, dude, I was washing so hard I almost lost my little loofah up in my booty, dude, because it's my little travel one. I was getting up in there, and I was like, I almost lost my loofah.
Our listeners are loving this conversation.
Yeah, sorry, Mom, for the ring in the bathtub. Oh, yeah.
It's only this high off the ground because it was in the shower. It wasn't a tub.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it's in the shower tub.
Right.
I was showering, but it's in the clog tub.
Right.
So it's not like in a shower, but, oh, yeah. And, dude, I put on so much cocoa butter, just slathered myself in it.
That's nice.
I was drier than a popcorn fart.
I don't put any lotion on.
No, I would.
This is all natural.
Don't worry about your skin. It's just all leathered up. Jeez. You're like an old prune out here, just all dried up.
Well, if it was harder, that bee wouldn't have hurt my finger.
No, I don't know about that, dude.
Dang.
Maybe just don't try to squeeze it.
Yeah. Now, you learn from your mistakes. That's what you tell your children, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, but I feel like that you wouldn't have to do that to learn from that one. And if you try to grab and squeeze a sugar bee, it's gonna bite you.
Huh?
Well, now I know.
Now you know.
I thought you knew that.
Well, I figured it could.
Note to self. Oh, you figured it could?
It could or couldn't. I mean, it's 50-50.
If I get his little mouth closed.
If I get it fast enough, dead.
If I close
Pop
his
his
little
brain
mouth.
out. Stupid. And those things, it was crazy because we sat there at our last setup for a couple hours.
Yeah.
We did one in the morning, and then we moved on, and we sat there for a couple hours. No bees, no nothing.
Nothing.
And then we were like, all right, let's pack it up. And the boys grabbed some snacks. I grabbed out some chips. And as soon as we opened those things up, it was like,
dude, they must have a sniffer on them or whatever. It's got to be a sense thing. Smell them,
Dude.
right? It's got to be.
It has to be.
But it was amazing. As soon as they got into the goldfish,
Doritos,
it was like 4 of them
and
within
then they were just there.
15 seconds of that bag opening.
And then the boys had left like a half can of Mountain Dew sitting at camp and came back, and that thing was just covered in them.
Covered, and then there was a bunch of them just
they're
all
just-
jacked up on Mountain Dew
They were-
inside of it.
That's probably one that bit me.
Yep, he was all
Jacked up on
cracked
Mountain
out, dude. He was all jacked up, and you thought you probably could have got him if he
If he was
wasn't all
slower.
up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I know, right?
He was fast, dude.
He was all jacked up.
Yeah. Oh man,
I didn't think about the Mountain Dew.
that's
Gosh.
what it was too.
Imagine
He was
being
just he was all jacked up on Mountain Dew. So I had another one. How moms and dads handle things. You ever think about that one?
Handle like what things?
But just life, kids,
One day at a time.
situations, like
Learn from your mistakes.
that too, dude. Well, first of all, they'd probably been sitting in the truck when there was that many bees. They'd been over it.
Who would have?
The women.
Oh yeah,
Like moms, women. I'm saying I'm saying females. I shouldn't just say moms, but I'm saying moms just because generally speaking, I feel like it comes the differences in. I want to know like moms and dads. I guess is what I'm saying. So when it comes to like even children or family life, like those experiences, you know what I mean? Like how you handle something compared to what your significant other handles it like.
Well, the problem we have there is like you and I were raised the same. You know, we had the same moms and dad, whatever. So
I think so.
We went through the same
I'm
experiences.
that's still up
could
in the
be
air on
adopted.
that.
You still got raised by the same people.
That's true.
But then, like your spouse, they're raised by their parents that have different goals, different ways of doing things. I mean, there's a lot of parents out there that spank. There's a lot of parents that yell. There's a lot of parents that punish and ground and timeouts and stuff like that. So you have to compromise. There's a lot of compromise when you have.
So I guess, yeah. So I guess in that aspect, as in how you were raised, makes it different. But I'm talking about that would play a part in it for sure. But I'm talking about how a mom, as a female, handles it compared to a dad as a male.
Okay. Sometimes it would be a little different, but you'd also have to think about the circumstances. Like you are a dad of a girl,
Correct.
and I have girls and boys. But we had boys with us on this trip, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't freak out. We didn't tell them, leave the bees alone. We didn't, they were taking their hats off. They were hitting them, and they were freaking out. They were trying to like get away, and they were hitting them with the paper towel roll, all that kind of stuff. But yet, if
they ended up getting back. They ended up getting the shovel out, and they were swinging.
Yeah, they were.
I was thinking as that was happening. So this is where I was going with this.
Okay, get there.
So, well, because you're totally. Yeah, I mean, we're missing the point here, I guess, because you just keep going back to like the realistically part of it, like raised different. I'm saying moms freak out and dads
you didn't
don't.
Let me finish.
So when they started grabbing the shovel and swinging it around,
Right, the moms would have told them to not do that.
No, I'm just waiting. I'm sitting there waiting for him to hit him.
Right, we're gonna let him hit him. Like, ooh, that was cool.
Yeah.
Good job. Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
And then I'm not gonna freak out.
It's like, don't swing it around.
Like,
You're gonna hit
he's
each
gonna
other.
Get smacked in the face, and I'm be like,
I think.
Do you realize you were swinging a shovel at a bee, and your buddy was standing
Right.
Like
That.
the most likely the axe thing. I'm like, one of these, dude, they're gonna hit each other.
I would say moms are more cautious.
The woods are gonna, and girls too. I think it's just like you watch like Alexa. Alexa will do it. She has zero fear.
Okay.
Like she wants to go fast. She wants to go hard. Like she wants to do it, but she will look at what she's about to do and analyze it before she does it. When I feel like
I don't think boys do that.
a boy's just like, oh, there's this cliff, off he goes, and a girl's like, ooh, I think I could take this and hit it in a 2 jump and get to the bottom and not blow out an ACL, and then a boy's just like, wing. So I feel like where I was saying, like with moms, and so like I feel like with moms and dads, like moms, I think they're more cautious, but I think they freak out more. And I could be wrong. So I mean,
I won't speak for all of them.
no, I'm not. I didn't say all moms. I just said moms. So I feel like, and people can pipe in and say, but I would be willing to argue, or not. I shouldn't say argue, but I'd be willing to
Put your odds on.
Yeah, I would be willing to kind of conversate about it and say, okay, so when this happened, you did this, and when this happened, your husband,
Correct.
or the man did this.
Yeah.
You could probably find a pretty good percentage of where there was a lot more calmness and sane choices being made.
Yeah.
As compared to, but
If you compared, like in this situation of the boys swinging the shovel to hit the things, I would assume that it would be completely opposite from what we let them do as dads.
Because we didn't say a thing.
Right. Compared to what a mom, would have done if there was 2 moms there instead of us.
Yeah, they'd be like, put that shovel down, leave them playing bees alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got after them. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like we covered it. I like where you were going with that, but I was just trying to see, like, I feel like moms just like, it's like it's from 6% to 100%.
It is. But moms have that, they have the nurturing, safety,
motherly
like
instinct.
Like it's, as soon as you can have, your girlfriend or your fiance, whatever it is, or you can be married and not have kids and go skydiving, zip lining, that kind of stuff, to do some crazy fun things as a couple. But as soon as you have that kid, whether it's a boy or girl, it's one side. It gets a little bit lopsided on that.
Also, then I feel like too they don't risk take it themselves.
Right.
They're like, oh, I'm a mother now.
Right.
I can't do
Exactly.
this. And guys are like, nah, cool. They'll be fine.
Hey kids, watch me do
They'll
this.
be fine without me. They got mom.
We don't think that far ahead. Just like swinging the freaking,
just like running off that cliff.
swinging the
You
shovel.
got mom. You'll be fine if dad's not around.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I would say it's lopsided.
Emotional. I feel like
Lopsided.
I feel like, and I feel like that the mothers have that, but it's good to have it. Like, you know, the joke is that like the helicopter moms,
Right.
where they're just hovering all over them.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of those, but I guess maybe that's why there's the balance.
There has to be.
Like
'cause
that's
at
why
some
you
point-
have a relationship, a man and a woman, and you have the woman that does this, the guy that does this, and there's that balance of the two together, I guess.
Correct. And at some point, those kids are going to be adults like we are. And yeah, we let the kids be kids. But like you said, we analyze things a little bit. I don't jump off cliffs anymore.
No, my knees can't handle that. Yeah, I'm too old for that stuff.
I wouldn't be swinging a shovel at 1B.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't try to catch one in my hand.
Oh, that's
you know,
true.
And that kind of
I guess I
stuff.
can't say too much for that. Hey,
The mountains finally are showing.
yeah, the mountains are finally showing up behind us.
But there's some spike elk up on there.
There's a few, yes. We know of one that got taken out this weekend. The kid that came with us, Brew, his brother and his dad got one while we were up there not getting one.
Oh, his dad did go?
His dad did go with his older brother, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. How old's his brother?
21. Same age as Cooper.
Cool.
Yeah, they went to school together. Is that what you got on your list? I got a couple of things.
Yeah,
Just
what you got?
stupid
Let's hear it.
little things. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
I was delivering to a guy, and they're moving out of this house that they were renting, like the bottom basement out of.
Okay.
So he put his fifth wheel, and that's where they wanted me to deliver it on that property. His son's property is right there with it.
Okay.
And I said, you want me to start bringing everything to the trailer? He goes, it's a motorhome.
What?
He called it a motorhome. it's a motor, RV. Sorry, I'm sorry. He didn't call it motorhome. He said it's an RV.
Because I say a motorhome has to have a motor.
Right. Doesn't an RV have to have a motor?
No, it's a recreational vehicle.
Okay, so I mean, he jumped me. Like
I don't think that you call it. Okay, yeah. So I don't know why he would get out. I mean, it's a trailer, regardless.
Just saying.
Because when you go to the DMV and register, guess what they tell you? This is a Fleetwood 27-foot trailer.
Even if it's a
whatever,
fifth wheel, not a bumper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Right. So I've always called RVs.
That's a
like it's an
motorhome.
RV. I've always when you say, oh, here's the movie RV.
movie, yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
movie called
Robin
RV. What are they
Williams,
doing?
dude.
They're driving a motorhome. So
I feel like an RV is a recreational vehicle. So it's a vehicle.
So it drives. Powers
motors
itself.
Yeah, self-propelled
Right.
or whatever you want to call
So
it.
yeah, he was like, it's an RV, and I was like, I'm sorry.
That's cool. I mean,
It's like, and I even questioned him like nicely. I'm like, I was like, do they call a fifth wheel trailer an RV? And he's like, it's an RV. I'm like, okay, here you
is
go,
that
sir.
because that's
Thanks.
where he's living?
Well, he doesn't want to be considered trailer park trash?
I guess. I don't know. When I was in the trailer, I always told him, hey, I got to head out to the trailer park.
Right.
I think it's cool.
I don't
You ever
know.
seen that show, Trailer Park Boys? It's funnier than shit.
No, I haven't. But Braxton Maxwell, our hunter buddy, he told me I need to watch it. He likes that.
Dude,
a
it's
lot.
freaking stupid funny.
So
The one dude's he's like big old glass.
I've seen previews. I've seen stuff on TikTok about it. It does look funny, but I've never watched the whole thing.
You can't. I don't know that you would in one sash. You might just watch like part of an episode,
Well,
and then like carry. Like I don't sit there and watch the whole thing.
like you watch it, go do
Because-
stuff, and come back and watch
Yeah,
it.
like
Well,
I'll watch.
you
No,
just
I'll
let
watch
play.
it and then I'll stop it and go to something like that makes you smarter,
Right.
and then and then pick it up in a week or so.
Speaking of watching your shows, we had a comment on YouTube for watching shows because we talked about that last week. Watching the 7 minutes of the show and then you shut it off, or if I watch it without Emily.
Dude, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I did. I commented
I'm
back on
glad
that
you-
one.
I'm glad
I
you
believe it
covered
was
that one.
Katie. Katie said she cannot watch a show and her husband
Fiance.
is a fiance. Sorry.
Yeah.
They don't watch the show. If one of them falls asleep, they shut it down.
Oh, see, I told you there's people
They
that do
shut
that.
it down. They don't watch it, and
I
she
can see
cannot
that.
start. She cannot start a new series
Okay.
without him because he always ends up liking the stuff that she watches.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, that kind of makes it work out. I mean, we get good to be a couple.
Yeah, it is
then
great.
like that.
It's great, but they don't start any series without each other, and they also don't watch any episodes. And I think she said something like shutting it off, like watching 7 minutes of it.
Wait, she does that?
No. She was. I thought she was commenting on you doing it.
Oh yeah, it probably
But I
drives her
don't-
nuts.
I
I
didn't
bet.
mind.
A lot of people.
I can't
what the-
remember it now. Sorry,
We got us a
Katie.
guest.
I didn't. Oh,
We
this
got
is
us a-
actually Katie Kitty. That is her
What?
name. Is Katie Kitty.
Hey, shout out Katie.
Katie, you
We got Katie
you got
Kitty.
Katie Kitty, and
Oh look, Katie. Oh, Katie. Whatever.
dude, she's gonna get on your lap.
No. Dude, she came in the garage, dude. I was like, I don't think she's supposed to be in here.
No, none of the guys
So-
are in the
Well, because I came in through the garage.
Right.
And then she like darts in instantly. As soon as I like hit the button, she comes rolling up in there. Is it she?
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. And
I don't
so,
think they name a boy Katie.
who knows nowadays? Dude, you're going to run out of names. Mom's got so many freaking cats, dude. She's like a cat lady
She
out
can
here.
reuse them.
Jeez.
They're not all still alive.
Katie Jr. Oh, gosh. We lost Katie. This is Katie. What? Dude, I just rotating about. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry,
There's Katie, and Katie.
That's Katie. That one's about to die, so we named this one Katie to take her place. Why she ain't even dead yet?
No, then
So my mom's like a cat lady because she thinks because she lives on a farm that you're supposed to have a couple cats because it does keep the mice down. There ain't no mice, but she's got like 37 cats.
but they have
I feel
issues.
like you're a little bit
They're
over.
not all moms.
No, people do bring them out here.
Like this kitten that's rolling around us right now. I don't know if she's going to jump up in camera view or not. Mom found her last week.
Yeah, people just drive out here and dump them. But the cool thing is the vet here, like spades and neuters for free if they're strays.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I think they do a program. There's like a program that rolls through a
Well,
couple times a
whatever.
year.
Mom doesn't
Mom
have to pay
catches
for
them
it.
all. She takes them over there. They
Yeah.
spay and neuter them. She brings them back.
Because you can't.
The best you
get rid
can.
of 'em. Yeah. Okay, so she didn't say, I don't know how, she'll have to comment back or something about the 7 minute thing. I don't remember. I didn't look at it.
We'll have to look at it again.
I was traveling.
But yeah, on the shows. But yeah, so
A lot of people probably can't do that because it would absolutely drive them nuts.
it would drive me crazy.
love it.
If I start
You're
something
welcome.
like a show, I'll start a movie like 2 o'clock in the morning because it's like something I want to do, and I'll fall asleep.
I feel like that's the
But
worst,
it's one of those
the worst
movies
thing
like
I could
you
ever
said.
do.
But it's a movie like you said. It's one that we've seen 100 times. It's one that we know.
But it has to be a certain one.
Yeah, if it's a new one,
Because
I'm
like
not falling
I can
asleep.
even pick a crap like an old
Oh,
one.
an old
Like
one
if I
that
pick
one that you've seen 100 times.
other guys
Oh yeah.
at 2 a.m, I'm finishing.
Oh yeah.
But it's like so it has to be choice. So comment in like on mine. If I pick a movie that I have not seen and it's good, I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Correct.
So I choose it accordingly. If it's too late at night and I know I'm gonna stay up, I don't do it. Secondly, if it's a really good movie that's old and that I've already seen, I don't do it because I'll stay up and watch it because it's a great movie. Why not?
Emily falls asleep to Bounty Hunter.
Oh man, that's a good one too.
It is a
Gerard
good
Butler.
one. Yeah, and that Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I'm finally, after I think the 5th time, I'm able to fall asleep during it now.
Oh, okay, you've watched quite a bit.
Oh, this is.
So
the
do you
5th
like
time.
The Ugly Truth?
I've seen it a couple times. I haven't seen it recently, but it's pretty good too.
Right, and so that's the thing. Like, I mean, there's some movies that people will get, and they're like, "Oh, every time it's on, I watch it." And I'm like, "That's cool." Excuse me, but yeah. So I want a series. I will do it, but I'm not going to say like I'm totally clean on that. Sometimes I'll watch it, and I'll be like, "Ooh, it's borderline late. Is it early? Is it late? Okay, I'll finish this one. And then I'll run through a second,
you'll
and
hit
then I'll
pause.
watch 7 minutes of the
Oh
third
my
one.
gosh.
And then I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm going to bed. And then I'll watch my opening
Yeah.
of the say I went
next
two episodes in, and I was only going to do one. But then it's like 10:40, and I'm like, gosh, dang it, I shouldn't have done that. All right, well, and then I'll watch my 7 minutes. Because it's really what? Now it's only 10:47. It's fine.
Yeah, but it could be 11:20. You need to go into bed. Just finish another one.
No, see, you can't do that. Can't do it, dude.
I start adding up like, okay, if I go to 11:20 and I get up at 5:45, That's 6 hours of sleep. I'll be all right.
Yeah, and see, that's usually what I get anyway. I don't like I can't do, I'm not an 8-hour sleeper. It's just not a thing. I mean, I definitely needed more than we had the last 2 days.
That's true.
But,
100%.
but that's the thing.
All
All right, so that's cool. What else you got?
I got, so that was a fifth wheel deal.
That's funny.
Men,
it's an
men
R
versus
beat.
women on gray hair.
Gray hair.
Gray hair. So when ladies start getting gray hair,
Yeah.
they kind of have like a little breakdown.
Yeah,
and they start,
midlife
like,
crisis or something.
Yeah, I said a little breakdown.
Yeah.
But they start dyeing it. They start, they kind of make like. But when we get gray hair, because I have like 3 gray hairs growing.
Oh, I saw them recently. Those have come in recently.
Oh, they've been there for a minute. I used to pluck them. I was plucking them for a while.
Well, that doesn't. That's why I didn't see them. I'm just saying I noticed them.
They're getting thicker. I think there's a couple more, but I haven't done that in over a year. But Emily was like, I really like these. So before I started growing a goatee,
Wait, she really likes your 3 gray
she
hairs
likes
in
my
your
3
eyebrow.
gray hairs and my 1 eyebrow.
Yeah.
But it was kind of nice because when I had to be clean shaven for work, I didn't have all the hair I had was my eyebrows.
Yeah.
No hair on my head. No gray hair.
Yeah,
Nothing was showing.
chest
Didn't
hair.
show my age.
Chest pubes down your ball row.
And then I start growing this goatee, and it starts coming in gray, a little more and more, But it doesn't bother me. Like I'm not doing just for men. I'm not doing any of that. And if I had hair and it was turning gray, I wouldn't do it either. That's just what it is.
So for women,
So why is that?
because we have zero. That's a can of worms that nobody can open or
Well,
cover.
they can message on YouTube.
Yeah, let's
Message
hear
on
it.
YouTube. Why does it affect you so much?
Or email, whichever's easier for you.
Email. Yeah.
Flopping your gums at yahoo.com or message on YouTube. So for women, I'm just going to throw this out there from I'm not even going to say it's an experience, just from my perspective, outside, far-reached perspective.
What you've seen in your life.
Way back, probably not even close. Ladies don't even take this to heart. So women are super hard on themselves, and you can take that to heart. They are their worst critic.
Yeah.
Like us guys would be like, "You're beautiful, you're fine, you're great. I love your hair. I love the way you look. I love those jeans on you." And they will walk in the room, change their hairstyle, change their clothes, put on different shoes, and change a shirt and come out 15, 20 minutes later. And you're like, "Wait, what happened?"
That's true.
Oh, I didn't like what I was wearing. And you just told them how great they look.
Right.
But that same woman could go and put that stuff on. Somebody come over, somebody of their, it could be related to, could be a sister, could be the neighbor. And they open the door and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love those jeans on you and your hair looks great." And that woman will take that to the bank and wear it all night long.
Yeah.
But if you tell her that and she don't like it, it don't mean a rat's ass. So I think for women, they're the most critical on themselves, and it's a sad thing, but that's just what society has done. And so I think when it comes down to that is why so men, right? The world has put it as distinguished. What am I saying? Distinguished? I think they call it distinguished.
Uh-huh.
That's your gray hair.
Yeah.
Your wrinkles. You know what I mean? You're like that manlier look to it kind of stuff. Women don't want none of that. They want to do Botox, dye their hair, and look
Young.
10 years younger.
Look young. Guys are okay looking old.
But I think that's also because that's what the world has put out there. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
They started
the
doing
gray.
makeup.
I mean, they still
They
have the
started-
gray beard stuff because some guys don't do gray, I guess.
Right. Just for men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Just for men. Yeah, there's guys that do it. But
I mean, look at dudes that are bald. Spend thousands of dollars on Bosley or whatever, or Rogaine.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That was just a question.
So I
had.
think
was
there's
just
guys that do it too, but it's just far more women do it for sure.
wondering. Yeah.
All right, it's getting dark out here, bro.
It is starting to get dark.
I'm surprised
It's just
this thing's starting to fade on us a little bit.
It is
but
fading on us.
We'll see if it.
All right, I got one more.
Is it okay? We'll do this one and then we'll wrap it up.
How about what is your opinion on Dr. Pepper versus Mr. Pibb.
Huh. Well, do they still make Mr. Pibb?
I believe so.
Then I'm Dr. Pepper guy, I guess, because I don't really even know. Is the Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb made? They're not made by the same company.
They are not. No. Dr. Pepper's its own company, and a Mr. Pibb is a Coke
So is
product.
it still like Pepsi and Coke? Is that still a thing?
Yes.
Like Pepsi makes their products. We have Pepsi products and we have Coke products.
Yeah,
So Mr. Pibb's a Coke product,
I believe so.
which is just basically a copycat of
It is a
Dr.
copycat of Dr. Pepper.
Is it all 23 flavors?
That I don't know.
Well, I feel like you should have checked that out before you asked me the question.
Well,
Because if it's only 22 flavors, then I'm going with Dr. Pepper.
right?
But if it's 23 flavors
do
and
you
it's cheaper,
remember-
I'll go with Mr. Pibb.
Mr. Pibb's cheaper. All.
That's because it's only 21 flavors.
Oh, I see. They also, you remember Mr. Pibb Extra?
Oh. Was that any different, or they just changed
I think
the
it was
can?
extra caffeine. I think is what it was. I think
Well,
they
then I'm
did-
going with Mr. Pibb if you're going to give me some extra
They did
bang
the
bang.
Pibb. It was called Pibb Extra. So when we
Dude,
were,
if you're going to give me a banger with some more caffeine, then I'm going with Mr. Pibb.
Pibb
dude.
Extra, I believe had a little more caffeine. Maybe it had that 23rd flavor too.
That's it, too.
I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
Pibb Extra.
Because is it 23, right? They say something like that.
Yeah, we'll do a taste test next time. I don't
All
even know
right.
if we. I haven't even seen.
Wait, no. Well, next week is Bob.
Yeah, next
Dr.
week's
Bob.
Yeah,
So,
Dr.
hey, everybody listening, we got our guest coming on next week, Dr. Bob. Just the dude has just had a life of some just cool stuff, and just older. He just kind of been around, been through the stuff, and so it's gonna be rad. So we that was a mosquito. We're getting eaten up by mosquitoes. That's the motherland. But yeah, so he's coming on next week. So let everybody know and stay tuned. I think it's going to be epic. And then, so moving on. But yeah, and then, so let's do the following one. Shoot, maybe we'll even ask him what he thinks about. He's a doctor.
Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb. That'll be one of our questions.
We'll ask him if he's, and then, because
In his
in his professional opinion, would you rather be a Dr. Pepper or a Mr. Pibb? All right, we got to get out of here. Okay, so then we'll do a taste test, dude, because I'd be interested to see.
I'll have to see if I can find some.
Yeah, see if we can find it, and we'll go that route. All right, so everybody, thanks for listening. Hit us up, YouTube. Hop on, because I'm going to post some pictures, some video stuff of the hunt, and just kind of our weekend. Some beautiful country, some cool pictures, some great stuff. And then we will have our guest on next week, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
All right, brother.
See ya.
Bye, man.
Peace.